What do you enjoy about being in Game of Thrones and your character?
I think there's a lot of different sides to Sam. And I think in his first episode, in episode 4 of season 1, we see quite a broad spectrum of those. From an absolute coward with no worth at all to somebody who can make friends and make people laugh and make people smile and coax information out of people. And I think that Jon starts to trust Sam very quickly. And it's nice to play the aspects of the character that bring that out in people. You know?
It's a really kind of rounded, as you say, character, and it's complicated as well. So is that something you enjoy as an actor, that kind of meaty role?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I think that with any great drama, you can stand on a stage or in front of a camera and have so much foundation to build your performance on. And because Sam's backstory and his given circumstances are explained so in detail and so kind of vividly in that monologue on top of the wall, that gives you all the information you need to know about how this guy interacts with the world, how he interacts with other people, what's spurring him on, what's driving him forward, what's keeping him back. And I think the writing in terms of getting the characters' inner feelings across is absolutely spot on.
You mentioned the monologue there on top of the wall. I mean, how kind of do you psych yourself up for that? Because it's something that's really important, isn't it, for your character?
Well, the good thing about that scene was that was my audition scene. And the good thing about that is I knew the lines well in advance. And if you don't have to think about remembering lines, you can concentrate more on bringing more aspects of the scene out. Sometimes, if you're not quite, of course you always know your lines, but if you're not quite sure on certain phrases and stuff, it can distract you from what you have to put across. But I felt very comfortable with the lines, felt very comfortable with Kit in that scene, and really enjoyed it. That was that is not only the pivotal scene for Sam in season 1, I think it's the pivotal scene for Sam in the whole series, because up until then he's been a complete mystery, and people don't really like him up to that point because they've got no idea why he's there, why he's putting himself through this, what his kind of motivations are, and he frustrates people. And it's only in that scene that everything starts to click into place.
So what can we expect from Game of Thrones going forward?
Hopefully more of the same. I think that season 2 built very well on season 1. I think that the balance of it was really, really good. All the characters gained lots more kind of in terms of dimension and depth. And hopefully we can, we trust David and Dan and all the other writers to go forward and build on that and build on that and build on that until the longer it goes on, we're going to end up with something very, very special indeed, fingers crossed.
And what do you think has been the appeal to people? Because it has really taken off, hasn't it?
Yeah. I just think it's because fantasy is one thing, but this is actual human beings being placed in a fantasy setting. It's not aliens and it's not people that haven't got human feeling and human emotion that you can't connect to. It's people with families and with ambition and with human flaws. And I think people, going right the way back to kind of Greek theatre and Shakespeare especially, people love to see that. They love to see humanity examined. And I think that's what Game of Thrones does.
To ask you very quickly about a big film that's coming out this year that you've been involved with, Anna Karenina. What can we expect from that, and how was it working with Joe Wright and Keira Knightley's in it obviously as well?
That was great. First time I've ever been on a movie set. Didn't know what to expect. Working with somebody like Joe, who is a master with using the camera. Look at that, the roaming camera shot in Atonement for a start. You just got to look at that as the pinnacle of somebody's work. And I think from the trailer, it's going to be a very beautiful film. There's great script, Tom Stoppard's script, and very, very privileged to be involved in that as well. Loved it.
We look forward to seeing that. We look forward to seeing the next Game of Thrones as well. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much.